Hello guys, this is Ankita Buwaniwal and I welcome you all to our channel Dynamics. आज का हमारा पूरा लेक्चर होगा मोशन के ऊपर and you will get to know that what exactly motion is. So our first question is, what is motion? जब भी किसी ऑब्जेक्ट की पोजीशन विद टाइम चेंज होती है then we term it as motion. For example, atoms, molecules, stars, planets, galaxy, universe, everything is in motion. किसी किसी ऑब्जेक्ट की हम देख के बता सकते हैं कि वो मोशन में है या नहीं है. कोई चीज़ ऐसी होती है जिन्हें हम देख के नहीं बता पाते कि वो मोशन में एग्जैक्टली है या नहीं है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एयर के मोशन के बारे में हम उसे देख के नहीं बता सकते, बट by observing the movement of dust particles and by observing the movement of leaves and branches of trees, we can infer that air is also in motion. So, what are the kinds of motion? First of all, we will take an easiest and simplest motion. Suppose a person is walking in a straight line. That motion is translational motion or rectilinear motion or straight line motion. Second one is, if an object is having a circular path, then it will be termed as rotational motion. For example, our earth rotates on its own axis and revolves around the sun. Third type of motion is vibrational motion. For example, our heart pumps. This is an example of a vibrational motion. Fourth one is oscillatory motion. The oscillatory motion is a to and fro motion. We can understand it by taking an example of a pendulum which moves in a to and fro direction. So it is a oscillatory motion. Now the next question comes to our mind is, how can we describe a motion? हम मोशन को कैसे डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं? सपोज एक स्पेस है जहाँ पे एक ऑब्जेक्ट है, उस ऑब्जेक्ट के सिवाय और कुछ वहाँ पे, देन हाउ कैन वी एनालाइज इट्स लोकेशन? हम उसकी लोकेशन को नहीं बता पाएंगे क्योंकि उसमें कोई रेफरेंस पॉइंट नहीं है. सो टू डिस्क्राइब एनी मोशन वी नीड अ रेफरेंस पॉइंट फॉर दैट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई से अ स्कूल इज 2 किलोमीटर नॉर्थ फ्रॉम द रेलवे स्टेशन. यहाँ पे रेलवे स्टेशन हमारा रेफरेंस पॉइंट है एंड स्कूल हमारा जिसकी हम लोकेशन बता रहे हैं. सो विदाउट कंसिडरिंग द रेफरेंस पॉइंट वी कैन नॉट डिस्क्राइब द डिस्टेंस ऑफ आवर स्कूल. सो टू डिस्क्राइब एनी मोशन वी नीड अ रेफरेंस पॉइंट. Our next topic is, what is distance and what is displacement and what is the difference between distance and displacement? So by taking an example of a straight line motion, which is very easy and simplest kind of motion, हम ये देखते हैं. सपोज हमने O एक रेफरेंस पॉइंट लिया एंड फ्रॉम O अगर एक पर्सन A की तरफ मूव कर रहा है and again after reaching A it covers the distance AO, means उसने O से A तक cover distance किया, then again A से O cover distance किया, and the distance between O and A is suppose 10 kilometer. So what is the total distance? OA plus AO, that is 20 kilometer. Now, if we talk about the displacement, what is displacement? Displacement is final location minus initial location. So, a person started from O point and then again comes to O point only. So, its displacement will be 0. This is the difference between displacement and distance, because displacement covers direction also. The SI unit is same for displacement and distance. The difference is, distance में हम just magnitude की बात करते हैं और displacement में हम direction की भी बात करते हैं. Now comes to our next point. What are the kinds of units we use in physics or in mathematics? We have two types of analogies of units in physics. Suppose one is MKS, meter, kilogram, second. If I take length in meter, then we have to take mass in kilogram and time in second. This is MKS. Second one is CGS. If I take length in centimeter, I have to take mass in grams and time in seconds. So these are the two analogies of the units which we use in our subject. The next one is, what is speed? The speed is a scalar quantity. We don't have direction in it. हमने जितना डिस्टेंस कवर किया है एज पर टाइम, उससे हमारी स्पीड डिफाइन होगी. सो द फॉर्मूला ऑफ स्पीड इज टोटल डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन, एंड its unit will be meter per second. The next one is, if I give direction to the speed, अगर मैंने डायरेक्शन दे दी स्पीड को, तो हमारे पास कौन सा पैरामीटर आएगा? हमारे पास देन पैरामीटर आएगा वेलोसिटी. वेलोसिटी के पास दोनों चीजें हैं, मैग्नीट्यूड भी है एंड डायरेक्शन भी है. स्पीड हमारे पास, स्पीड को जब हमने डायरेक्शन दी तो वो कन्वर्ट हो गया वेलोसिटी में. दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन वेलोसिटी एंड स्पीड. Velocity comes under vector quantity as it is having direction in it. Now the formula of velocity will be the same, but distance got replaced by displacement. So displacement divided by time. So this is our velocity. If the velocity is changing as per time, then we take out the average velocity, and the formula of average velocity is initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2, as I have taken the average of whole velocity. So this is the average velocity, and the unit of velocity will be the same, meter per second. Now if there is a change in the magnitude of velocity or in the direction of velocity, we have another parameter with us, that is acceleration. So what is acceleration here? Whenever there is change in the magnitude of velocity or in the direction, we have acceleration with us. So the formula of acceleration will be velocity divided by time taken. This is again a vector quantity, and the unit is meter per second square. So now if the change of velocity is in positive direction, then it will be acceleration. If the change in velocity is in negative direction, then it will be retardation. Now we comes to the point that how are the motions, what types of motion are there? One is uniform motion, another one is non-uniform motion. Suppose if I take an example, a person covers a distance of 5 meter in 1 minute, again 5 meter in second minute, again the 5 meter in the another minute. So in an equal interval of time, a person is covering the equal distance. This is our uniform motion. The graph of uniform motion will be a straight line graph. As the distance increases, the time also increases in the same amount. So this is the uniform motion. Now we have another kind of motion, non-uniform motion. So if a person is covering 5 meter distance in 1 minute and in another minute it is covering 2 meter of distance, then the person is not covering the same amount of distance as per the time. वो person same amount of distance cover नहीं कर रहा as per the time. So look at the graph. As the distance is not equal as per the time. The non-uniform motion can be parabolic graphs and curvilinear graphs. As the distance covered is not equal as per the time. Whatever we have covered in motion, if you have any doubt related to motion that I have covered, you can please ask in the comment section below. Thank you so much.